Hey guys, my name is caitom and welcome back to another apartment renovation. First, I do want to apologize for my very long absence from YouTube. I think at the time of recording it's been a year, almost a year since I last posted, and for that I am very sorry. I think the stress of school and life and whatever process I was doing back then was really getting to me, and I used building as a creative outlet, but even that wasn't distressing me, so I just kind of stepped away from it. Again, sorry for the silence, but I am back, or at least I'm trying to be back, just with fewer builds, so I really have time to make the builds I'm really happy with, because I think I wasn't really getting the satisfaction I was looking for when making builds, and I just want to be proud of what I can come up with. And this apartment I am very proud of making, and so hopefully that shows. But yeah, I don't want to spend too much time talking about my absence in this video, just because I have a longer one in the works, and I think I can do better to explain, I guess, whatever I was feeling, if it matters at all. But yeah, so today we are in Myshuno building in actually apartment 910 Medina Studio, and just like the name, I did decorate it as a studio, but with platforms, so I guess it makes it a lofted studio. I did build this apartment over a month ago, so my memory might be a little bit hazy when it comes to remembering details, but it's pretty short, the speed build that is, and everything's just kind of, I guess, in front of our eyes, so hopefully if I miss anything you can see it in the screenshots or just as I'm building. But yeah, 910 Medina Studio, Fashion District, Myshuno. So I guess to start off the price of the apartment, because I did have to separate the apartment into two separate rooms. So the first floor would be the entryway and the main living area, and the second floor, or the second part, would be the bedroom and the bathroom. And according to in-game, this apartment cost 41,980 simoleons. So I'm not really sure how much I'm not sure how much the rent costs. But I hope it's not too expensive, or if you need to, you can cheat for the simoleons you need. Because I did envision a sim that was very much into plants. Maybe they work in the city as a musician, and I guess to sort of brighten up their apartment, because it is a little bit dark, they just have a bunch of greenery around. Maybe it's something they have been doing since they were young. Maybe it was like something they picked up from, I guess, like shadowing their parent at some point, and it's kind of stuck with them as a way to remind them of their home and to sort of motivate them if they ever find themselves in need of motivation. That is a pretty concise explanation of, I guess, what I thought of while I was building this. Although I will admit, I do not often think of, I guess, extensive backstories for the builds that I do. I just kind of make everything look pretty and then think of a story afterwards. So yeah. If you find yourself wanting to play in this apartment, I will give you a fair warning that technically it is, or it has been play tested, but the like two pillars that you see along the wall, I did block off the pipes, the circuit board, and the mouse hole, which is unfortunate because that means if a problem ever arises from those three things, you will have to end up moving a bit of furniture around. So yeah, technically this has been play tested for a couple of in-game days, but I'm not really sure of the practicality of actually using this apartment. But yeah, if you still want to go ahead and play with it and just have it in your own game, it is up on the gallery under my ID caitom, CAITOM, and I will have links to tray files down below. But yeah, as for the actual inspo for the build, I think I was scrolling on Pinterest because I had the sudden urge to build something, and I wanted to build something that was sort of different to what I was usually building at the time. Okay, maybe not at the time, just what I was usually going to build. I've noticed I stick to a lot of bright colors, I think. This is my perception of, I guess my habits when I build. So bright colors, bright wood floors, one wallpaper for pretty much the entire house, or just like the same couple of rooms. And in this build, you see I use a Get Famous flooring, which, by the way, I don't think I've ever used before, but I think the black swatch, it looks really nice, and I wanted to go for an industrial vibe if it wasn't, you know, at all obvious with the windows and the flooring and the brick. So yeah, the Get Famous flooring I thought looked pretty nice alongside the basement treasures wallpaper. I will admit there was like a good month or so that I was trying to figure out a build I could use for the basement treasures wallpaper and the eco lifestyle flooring, because I just bought eco lifestyle, and let me tell you, the flooring in that pack, or at least the wood paneled flooring that they have, it is so gorgeous. I really wanted to use it here, but I thought, I guess, honestly, I don't really remember what I thought. I think I just wanted to do something I wouldn't normally pick, and this is the combination that I ended up with. The brick is also from Get Famous, and it is also in a darker swatch. Honestly, the overall vibes for this apartment are dark, not that saturated, and plants. And the plants are there mainly because the Blooming Rooms kit was free at the time I was building this, and I thought it'd be nice to sort of juxtapose like the harsher metal that is all around in this apartment. And I think I did speak about the backstory. So, you know, combine the backstory with my vision of the plants like juxtaposing the metal, and combine those together, and this is the end result. Yeah. Right now we are working on the bedroom, and honestly, the bedroom was a little bit awkward because I did have like full walls separating the main living area with the bedroom, but then I added windows to then not make it as jarring, I guess, to have such tall walls. And I want to say that I've seen something similar in real life, but at this point I have no clue. I just thought it looked nice, and if there's any philosophy that I live by when it comes to building, is as long as it looks nice, I'm fine with it. And that's kind of the whole premise for why I blocked off the functional bits of this apartment. So hopefully it's not too much of an issue. But yeah, so the Blooming Rooms kit is a kit I've heard a lot of people raving about when it was initially released, and I know it's something that I think most builders like to use if they want to do something that's like really eco-friendly or just has a lot of plant vibes. And I know they come with a lot of cute items, like the little plant that you see next to the clock on the bed. And I did not know it was actually from this kit, so, you know, I'm kind of glad I did get it for free. Hopefully there's an opportunity for other people to get it for free as well, but, you know, knowing Sims and, like, the company, EA, it might not be. But yeah. Throughout the build, you see me fiddling with a lot of, I guess a lot of the tool mod and resizing and moving around the suitcase slash luggage slash, I don't know. It was a little bit tricky getting that to work because we are very high up from, I guess, the ground floor. And I don't know, there's just something about apartments that can be really buggy. And platforms as well. Platforms, I don't know, there's something about them to where if you try and place an item at the very edge, sometimes it'll drop to whatever it counts as the ground floor or the floor below it. And I don't know, it's just a little hard to find that sweet spot, but I was able to find it, thankfully, for the few items I thought would make sense. Yeah. And one thing you won't be seeing in this speed build is the entryway. Well, okay, I did place a fake front door, and there is a room before that that I repurposed into a laundry room. I think as I was playtesting, there was something that was not working, or there was something that wasn't functioning as intended. And I thought it'd be nice to just have the utilities of a washer dryer there, mainly because I did end up adding a laundry basket right next to the mirror, and as the sim was changing into their clothes or just changing clothes in general when they got in and out of the tub, I think it automatically counts as not automatically counts, I think it automatically has the sim like just have laundry there. So I thought, you know, instead of having you guys deal with random piles of laundry, I'll just add the unit, and then you can either delete the laundry basket and I don't know, do whatever. And yeah, so right now I am working on the last bits of furnishing before I go back and add, I guess, some more personality around the space. This bathroom uses a high school year's wallpaper that, by the way, I did not think I would ever use. Not because I don't want to build a high school, but I don't know, it's just something I thought I wouldn't usually see in a residential space, but here I am using it in this apartment. Honestly, I think it looks pretty nice. It has a bit of trim at the top, and okay, I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what they call the little like towel trim at the bottom. It's not wainscoting, right? I don't know. It's some sort of like white paneling that I think matches the vibes of this sink, which has a, I don't know, it looks like polished cement or something. And the tile that I use is actually a base game tile that they added new swatches for. Gosh, I don't even know how long ago. It was a while ago. And I think I saw Miss Griffey use it in one of her builds, and I was like, wow, this looks a lot like the tile I have at my family home. Especially in our kitchen area, it looks exactly like it. I guess the only difference between the Sims tile and my real life tile is that the real life tile is a lot bigger, and the grout, I think is the word, is a lot bigger. But yeah, and before I forget, one funny detail I wanted to point out is the no phone sign above the toilet. I'm not really sure how common the issue is anymore, because I think it's been tuned in recent patches, but I do remember Sims having an issue with being on their phones 24/7, and you know, maybe this sim here also has that issue, so this sign would serve as like a funny reminder for them to peel their eyes away from their phone and finish their business. But yeah, with that, we are pretty much done with the build. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you to everyone who has very kindly stuck around. I have another speed build in the works, so hopefully I will get that up soon, sooner rather than later. And if you've enjoyed today's build, it is available on the gallery, and the links for tray files will be in the description. Thank you again, and bye for now.